So actually, now that I'm inside the INI, I'll just explain one or two of the other features you can see here. And here we have this silent control. Now what this does is it'll set whether the hopper displays the log messages down here in the taskbar. Then the second parameter I have here is max equal to 4. Now you'll probably use this quite a bit. This is how many tables you want the hopper to play on. We also have a parameter here for total hopper time. This is the maximum session time you wanted to play. So say for example here, after 480 minutes the hopper will stop. And there's some other settings here which you can go into. They're all covered in the manual. Okay, so now I'm ready to start the Shanky handler, which is going to open up our bot windows. What I've just done in the meantime was I've copied in the Shanky bot here. So I've copied in all the files which come with it, which are the WinMM the Hold'em profile, the auto profile Hold'em, and its settings. So before I actually launch the Shanky handler there, I'm just going to go into the auto profile Hold'em, which is the default profile that's loaded with the bot. And what I'm just going to point out here is that I'm going to change these batch and break settings and set them to say 180 minutes. Now what this is going to do is that it's going to make the bot sit out after 180 minutes, and when the hopper detects it sitting out, it'll take this as a cue to change table. So in effect what I've just done there now is asked it to hop tables every hour and a half and to take a break of 5 between them. Another change I said as well is that I've coded in here in the PPL to say that when stack size is greater than 200 to sit out. So in other words, when it doubles up, then to change table again. Now you can load up a different text profile with the hopper, but you'll have to rename it auto profile Hold'em. Now I'll show you as well. You can load it in manually after it's loaded up itself, but if you wanted to load default profile, you just need to rename it that. So I've just started the handler here. It's going to give you just a dialog box which is just letting you know that it's going to close down the windows and load up 6 bots. And then you'll start to see this going on down here in the bottom corner. But first as well here, you just need to check that you're running the latest version of the Shanky bot, otherwise it'll won't attach the bot to any tables because it won't work. So it'll tell you the latest version here, and you can just compare it that it's correct with the version here. So if it's not the most up-to-date version, you'll see that there's a more up-to-date version here, and you just need to download that. So it's basically it's kind of a fail-safe to make sure you have the latest bot loaded. So now we can just see the handler is opened up 6 instances of the Shanky bot. And once this is done now, we should just get a message that's just asking us to check has it opened up all the bots correctly and are they numbered from 100 to 105. So that's done. Now there's the option here to hide them, but what I want to do is load in my own profile, which is a PPL profile, and it won't just load that by default. So I'm just going to find my profile here. And you can just go to read profile and enter it in as you normally would. I'm just going to copy and paste that into the mode. Okay, and now I'm just going to click yes here, and it's just going to hide those. So again, we just have another little dialog box saying that all the pots should now be hidden, and if you see any, then there's an error there somewhere, so let's try again. Okay, so now we're just one step away from launching the hopper. Before we do that, I'm just going to show you the scheduler application we have here. Now, this will just allow you to set a time to launch the hopper. So what you just need to do is browse to the hopper exe file. That's ftp hopper.exe. So it's going to launch that file, and then you just need to set a date and time. So I'll stick with today's date and use the arrow here to change the hour. I'll just set it for 2 hours time, and then just click